Hey guys, aloha. This is Valerie B. Love, otherwise known as DJ Valerie B. Love. And I'm talking to you today about something super vulnerable. And it's been a project that has been gifted to me by God 8 years ago. And I haven't finished and followed through with it yet. It wasn't time. And I've been working on it on and off. And it's time now to make this thing happen. It's a very vulnerable and tender, yet empowering and inspirational project. So, 8 years ago, really 9 years ago, but 8 years ago, I got to live. Uh, my life really started unraveling in ways that I had no idea it could even possibly happen to me because I was such a badass and I was so strong and I was the PTO president and I was a super mom and an entrepreneur and a DJ and a wonderful wife and a friend and a community organizer and all the things, right? Um, Slowly but surely, many things started happening in my life. And instead of being able to handle them really well, I started falling apart slowly but surely. I started drinking heavily and just not coping in a way that was healthy for my family. And I look at it like, I think of Rocky Balboa, right? If he's getting punched and Apollo Creed's on top of him and he doesn't have time to get up between punches, the dude is staying down on the mat. And that's what happened to me. And I was so filled with shame and embarrassment about not being able to get up and uh, just not asking for help. In those three words, I need help. And it almost killed me. And it almost deprived my children of their mother. So I thought to myself, maybe I should write a book about this. Maybe I should tell a story about what happened. What are the signs to look for? Um, how did I get myself out of this mess? What were some, practices? What were all the ingredients of rebuilding my life? And so I started working on this project and I realized this isn't about me and my story. There's so many thousands, unfortunately, millions of stories that are just like mine from different walks of life, whether you're a teacher, a CEO, whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whether you're um, a young person, whether you're retired. Snapping and falling apart can happen to anybody. There is nothing in nature that is immune from snapping. Um, and so when there are enough back to back experiences that you don't have the chance to get up, you're going to stay down. And it's a promise that I made to God when I woke up after after trying to leave the planet 8 years ago. And so I said, please, God, don't let me die. I promise I'll share my story and I'll bring the stories of other people forward so that they don't feel alone like I did, and that they don't feel ashamed like I did, and that they feel that there's help and that there's possibilities and that there's light on the other side of the absolute darkness. And so I made a promise, and now I'm going to be keeping this promise to God. And there are so many stories that we can all share with each other that will help us feel less alone in this world. And my mission is to pull these stories together. And whether you've had a financial crisis, whether you've had a mental health crisis, whether you've had a physical crisis, whether your relationship exploded, um, whether you've lost your friends and family because of an addiction, addictions are simply coping mechanisms that are gone too far. And, you know, there's so many wonderful ways for us to heal and not feel all alone. So storytelling is one of them. And of course, I'm a grower and a learner, and I'm always trying to put things together and understand things. So I've put together a couple different practices that I'm going to share with you guys throughout the course of working on Snap Goes Human and Snap Goes the Mommy and Snap Goes the Firefighter. And so I think it's so important, just as we can fall apart instantly and snap, we can snap back. We can start now, achieve progress. We can start now, activate peace. We can start now to allow prosperity into our life. All the things. Have fun, play with it. But But my invitation to you as you're listening to this is if you do not have a story to share, that's okay. I'm going to be collecting all these different stories anonymously so that we can protect everybody and their privacy. I shared a domestic violence story and ended up getting a cease and desist letter from the partner. So I think it's going to be in the best interest of everybody if we do everything anonymously, and we're going to put it in book series. We're going to be using it to raise money and awareness for mental health, for domestic violence, for addiction, for all of the things that we have cures for, you know. And by sharing stories, again, it's going to help us not feel so scared and crippled by that fear, and certainly uh, paralyzed by the shame. And shame is such an important feeling that if we don't understand it's driving the bus, it can keep us from getting to our destinations of prosperity and love and peace and abundance and harmony within ourselves, in our families, and in our world. So, if you're interested, please fill out the form. If you have a story to share, I would love to hear it. We're going to start just some blogging, again, anonymous blogging. I'll have some anonymous interviews that I do with people. And we're going to put these in book format, similar to Chicken Soup for the Soul. I'm already doing a Bitcoin for Peace project that's similar to Chicken Soup for the Soul, but this will be the same, but with mental health as the focus. And then we can raise some money, hopefully, and raise awareness and change the world one story at a time. So, again, thanks so much for listening and tuning in. Please share this with your friends who might want to get seen and heard in a way so that they can heal and that they can move forward and help another person on the pathway towards wholeness. So that's it. So you guys can check out the link below, and I look forward to hearing your stories. And there'll be all the details and everything in the form. So God bless you so much. And if you're struggling today, I feel you. It fucking sucks. It hurts. And it feels like it's never going to get better. And it does get better. I promise you. But you have to believe, and you have to show up, and you have to surround yourself with love and the right people. And it can work and it can change. So I'm living proof. All right, that's it. So signing off. Peace, love, and aloha. Didn't mean for this to be a 7-minute video, but I guess it is. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.